So the Seahawks. I don't have a lot to talk about with the Seahawks. I'll let you go first.
Yeah, I'm in the same boat as you. You know what I mean? I feel like they have a lot to build on in Seattle. Obviously, they went to the playoffs. Maybe it should have been the Lions that got there, but the Seahawks did, and that was huge for them. Now, getting the right quarterback is obviously going to be a big deal in this draft, and especially where they are. There are teams above them in the draft order that are going to be taking quarterbacks for sure. Somebody below where the Seahawks are drafting could be the ones that go up to that number one position and take a quarterback. So it could be even more. This is an important offseason for them. Are they going to draft a guy, take Geno Smith? I feel like that's really the only thing to talk about. You know what I mean? They have receivers. They have good offensive linemen that they just drafted, and they have a good running back that they just drafted. They have good corners that they just drafted. Like their 2022 draft is going to be all time if all these guys can stay healthy and they can keep them in the building. But I think the Seahawks have a lot to build on, and that's the biggest thing to talk about with them is putting the right quarterback in that situation. For all we know, they could end up signing, Derek Carr, Jimmy Garoppolo, or a guy like that, bring in a free agent and get a quarterback in a different draft. It's so up in the air what they're going to do at that quarterback spot going into this offseason. I feel like that's most of what anybody's going to be talking about all offseason long.
Yeah, this is the one thing I do have to talk about. We talk. How I feel about quarterback controversies. I mean, I hate them. I think they're locker room destroyers. The Seahawks are in the perfect position to draft a young quarterback right now. Right, Geno Smith exceeded expectations, and adjustments could be made to make the Seahawks better than they were this year, which is all any coach really wants at baseline. They made the playoffs, right? They could keep Geno. They could bring in a rookie, see how he does, take the pressure off of him. Don't just dump everything in his lap right away. Go ahead and take the hits. Let him get some reps, whatever. Hold the clipboard. Do the Tua thing behind Fitzpatrick, and let the pressure and the competition come between the two the next year or two. I really think it's a perfect situation for them to do that without overwhelming expectations, because there are probably four first round quarterbacks this year, so the Seahawks can certainly get one of them if they wanted it. And the two I keep hearing the most, the third and fourth pick interchangeably on most mock drafts are Anthony Richardson out of Florida and Hendon Hooker out of Tennessee. So, there's a lot of possibilities, as you just discussed. That's just my personal opinion. We'll see what they do. But the Seahawks overachieved this year, much to the management's chagrin. Probably they're probably like, we're going to tank and we're going to get a really, really good pick, and they still got a good pick because of the trade. But we'll see what they can do and put together.